Right, you've seen me take a wheel off before. Today we're going to do track rod ends. We're going to put a new strap around the CV boot, get the alternator out, change the timing belt, and put in a new tensioner. Okay, so I'm not going to tape me taking wheels off. You've seen me do it before. Well, the wheel was on fairly tight. Right, so let's turn that away. Okay, so yeah, both these track rods needed doing. So anyway, we'll get the air gun on this and get it undone. I'm not happy about that boot strap. Whoop. Right, there we go. It's as quick as that. And then we do the same as we did before on this, where we crack that off. Right, plus gas it first. There we go. Plus gas on there, and then do that, and then there we go. We're all cracked off, and then we nip that back up there. There he is. So that's up to there. Undo that, slot that in there, and then hold it down. And then nip that up. Okay. There. That's about right. Yeah, you can see that's got a lot more stiffness to it than the other one had. As per usual, put your bolt or your nut on your thing. Right, now let's have a look. Yeah, look at that. I mean, yeah. Plus you can see as well, we got ingress into it, so it definitely needed replacing. There was no two ways about it. So now we've done that, we shall take this off, which is probably going to be easier said than done. really, it's all this that's worrying me. This sort of ridge here. It really is. And I think that's where this one's leaking from. I don't even know what. You see, with the other one, it was a fairly straightforward fit. With this one, it just seems to be a real pain in the arse. Right, I'm going to clean this up off camera. Yeah, I've cleaned all of this up, so what I need to do is turn that back. I've added CV grease already, so I'm not too worried about that. And then I need to put that on evenly all the way around. Right, there we go. Right, that's where it wants to sit. I may just be able to push that forward a bit. I'm going to use a bit of part cleaner just on that bit there. Okay, then this clip should be a lot easier to apply because everything's in situ. Recording. Yep. Right, anyway, problem was the thing was way too fucking long, so anyway, we shall endeavour to crush this on, which it don't want to seem to fucking do. Ow! Maybe. Right, okay. Yeah, it's not fucking crushed on. Ain't that? No, that's fucked as well. I've got other ones, so fuck it. But yeah, it hadn't clipped on properly either. There we go. Oh, fucking slaves! At last! Jesus Christ, what a fucking faff about! And can you open the boot for me? The bonnet.
Oh, I can never get it open.
Oh, well, you got total and utter ball ache, that was. But anyway, the clip's on now. And yeah, the CV boot don't move that much. Oh dear. Well, yeah. Right. So now I've got to drop the alternator off, which is going to be those two screws there, and I think that there's two up above it. And I also need to take off the cable, the wire as well, so I can then drop the alternator out. Then there's some bolts behind that hold on a plate that holds on the tensioner, and then it's a case of undo the old tensioner, put the new tensioner on, and reverse procedure of putting it all back together. No doubt this is all going to be a complete and total ball ache. A complete and total fucking nightmare this was. I had to undo that idler pulley. The tensioner was been an absolute ball ache and pain in the arse. Here's the new tensioner that's about to go on. So what I need to do now, right, so I mean what I've had to do is that I've had to put a jack in there to move the engine forward, undo the mount bolts and actually jack up the engine there. That'll just nut back on, no problems at all. So now all I need to do is just feed this new belt down past the alternator belt and then loop it up, and then when the tensioner goes on, make sure that it goes on like that. Yeah, so it needs to go on that away, and then that belt needs to go through it like so. So the back of the belt rubs against this new thing. But yeah, what an absolute fucking ball ache this is. I'll shoot a bit more video when I've done a bit more, because I mean this is just taking too long to film. Absolute ball ache that was. Right, that may look like the old tensioner. It isn't. It's a new. I put a new spring on it and a new flywheel, because the tensioner that I had, and that has gone and pissed me off because I haven't positioned that right. Yeah, that, oops, let's turn the torch on. That is supposed to be in between there. So now I've got it all to undo again. Drop it down a bit, move it forwards, and then do it back up. This is an absolute fucking ball ache. It really is. I had to take that idler off just to get all of that out. Like I said, but oh yeah, right. This body here is 1 millimeter smaller than the body on that. So of course what happens was that this was rattling around, this was wobbling about, which was absolutely no use to man the beast. But anyway, I'm going to undo that, take that off, put that in the right position, and then I'm going to be ready for putting the engine mount back on, dropping the jack back down, taking that jack out first, leaving the ratchet strap in, then taking the ratchet strap off, and then dropping the jack down, and that's it, the tensioner's replaced. Right. What this I don't recommend doing this, I really don't. Well, when people say it only took me a couple of hours, I don't know how it did, because you can see all the scratch marks and everything on there. God, that took some getting in. That's exactly where it needs to be. That little nub isn't any. Right, let's see. Come on, fucking autofocus is not working. There we go. Yeah, that little nub is all the way forwards, indicating that the spring replacement at least has worked on this. The belt itself got plenty of tension on, so now all I need to do, put this back on, and then that's it for under the engine. Then the next stuff that I'm going to do is put that track rod end on, and also bleed off this caliper again. But what a fucking nightmare that was. I mean, I don't understand why you just don't have enough room, because that bolt there, yeah, that bolt there that's right in the middle just doesn't give you enough. Yeah, there just isn't enough room there to do shit. Now I know that people say, oh well, take off the alternator, but I couldn't really. There's that. Yeah, I've just put the there we go, I think. Yeah, I just put the clip back on for the power cable to the alternator. So yeah, so it's just a case of putting the header tank back on then, and then putting its covers back on, and that's it. That's it for in the engine bay. I need to put this thing back on, although I don't know what the hell it's for. I really don't. Just checking down the back here. Yeah, there's no crush pipes or anything, so the jack hasn't done any damage at all. But yeah, I mean, getting that out, it takes a lot of fiddling to get it out, it takes a lot of fiddling to get it back in, and then you've got to remember something like where that little nub goes and make sure it goes in the right place. Everything's all tightened up as it should be. I've tightened those up with the rattle gun. As you can see, we've got good tension on there, the belt's on, and yeah, the belt's on top and bottom there. The belt's on the idler pulley there, so yeah, that should be okay. But it still rattles like hell. I ain't fucking changing out the aircon motor. Well, I say that, but I'll probably end up doing it at some point and swearing quite a lot. But right, so let's get finished. Right, so as you can see, the belt is back on. It's turning everything. Yeah. Whoa, that wasn't. Ah, right, that could have been because it was in gear and running. Let's take it out of gear. There we go. Yeah, but as you can see there, we're still getting a lot of belt wobble. It's not the crank pulley because that was done only a couple of years ago. As you can also see as well, everything's running on back together. I've only got to do right, there we go. I've only got to do this end, this side now, put the track rod end in, and bleed the brakes, and then that's it. The wheel can go on and the whole car can come off the axle stands after I put the undercovers on. So as I was saying, that's what it is. Ah! Somebody's removed the jiggle pin from this. So that's probably why it wasn't working properly, because on these ones you got a little jiggle pin. But some dickhead's gone and removed the jiggle pin from that, I think. Now, looking at it, yeah, so you got a little thing there, but it looks like the top end of the jiggle pin has snapped off. If I pull that one out, see there, there she is, back on all four wheels. And everything's been reset. Now, and as you can see there, the slightest movement on the steering wheel instantly transmits to the wheels. So those trap rod ends needed doing. Braking now from 45 down to 30. Yeah, and that took absolutely no effort whatsoever.